following breaking news out of DeKalb County where a train hit a semi-truck near a busy intersection in Stonecrest.
Yeah, it happened on Turner Hill Road at Covington Highway. Good Day's Mark Teichner is live there with the latest and what you're seeing. Mark, good morning.
Yeah, guys, you know, all you need to do is take a look at what is left of this trailer for the semi to realize just how lucky the driver is. His name was Tory Davis, and this morning he was hauling vehicles, looks like trucks and cars and things like that, when his trailer got stuck on the crossing here at Covington Highway and Turner Hill in Stonecrest. Well, the next thing you know, the train crossing signal came down. He saw the train coming towards him and he knew he was in big trouble. So Davis jumped out of the cab to safety just in time. Luckily, he is uninjured, but as you can see, his truck has been destroyed. That's an understatement to say the least. We talked with him when we got out here about what it was like when he realized that this was about to go south on him.
Once I realized that it had got stuck, I was saying to myself, Lord, don't let the train come. And the next thing you know, the light started flashing. I see my whole life flash before me. And just thank God that I'm here.
Yeah, thank God he is, considering that what would have happened if he had stayed inside that trailer. We don't know how long this intersection is going to be closed, but as you can imagine, it's caused a lot of problems. We're right near that exit ramp for Turner Hill and I-20, and it's got some real problems. So if you can, avoid this route if at all possible. At least they can get this thing cleaned up. And again, we have no idea how long that'll be. We'll have another report for you coming up live at 8:30, so make sure you tune in for that. But that's the latest from here in DeKalb County. I'm Mark Teichner for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Mark, thank you. Well, Atlanta police say an argument outside of Greenbrier Mall ended in a deadly shooting. It happened just before 5 yesterday. Atlanta police say one of their officers was working an off-duty job at the mall and ran outside when he heard the shots. That's when he found a 28-year-old man who had been shot and killed. Shoppers who saw it all were panicking.
You get told you got to leave. It's an emergency issue. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if the person coming there. They can start shooting up in there. You don't know.
We looked, and there was a body on the ground, and the man who did it, he just stayed there. He didn't even try to run.
It's a tragedy. It's a young dude that lost his life. Now another family's lost their child, but he's going to prison. And it's sad.
The officer identified the possible suspect and detained him without incident. Investigators are still trying to figure out how the argument started and what it was about. But as far as they can tell, the two didn't know each other.
In southwest Atlanta, a late-night shooting at an apartment building leaves a man dead. Those deadly shots were fired last night on McDaniel Street in the Mechanicsville neighborhood. When officers arrived on the scene, they found the body of a man in his 20s in the common area at the Columbia Mechanicsville Apartments. The victim's name has not been released. Detectives say it's too early to know if the man lived in that building. They also don't have a suspect description or a motive for this crime. Turning now to the latest in the Georgia election interference case. A new special prosecutor for the Georgia election interference case is supposed to be appointed by noon today, or it could be dismissed.
A Superior Court judge set the deadline after Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis was removed from the case 2 months ago.
And Good Day's Lindsay Tuman is live at the Fulton County Courthouse this morning. She joins us now with all of those details. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning to you, Natalie and Buck. And this case has been in the headlines for years. It's been 2 years in the making, and now we could be hours away from it being dismissed entirely. The deadline is inching closer to find a new special prosecutor to take on the Georgia election interference case. It's been up in the air since Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis was removed from the case in September over her involvement with former special prosecutor Nathan Wade.
The Fulton County DA was recused back on September 16th of this year, so they've had essentially 2 months to come up with another prosecutor. The Prosecuting Attorney's Council represented the state, on the Burt Jones case, and he was decided that they weren't going to prosecute him. So I'm not sure why the Prosecuting Attorney's Council just doesn't review this case themselves versus looking for somebody else.
Manny Aurora represented one of the co-defendants who accepted a plea deal. He says it will likely be difficult to find a special prosecutor to take the case.
Generally, this is a pretty red state, and politically, if you cross the president, there's consequences. And he's going through his list of people he doesn't care for, including the Fulton DA. So I don't see anybody picking this up 5 years after the fact.
The Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia says it's dedicated to find a replacement, but last month they told the judge they need more time, citing the case's complexity and size.
My guess would be these cases aren't going anywhere. It's pretty much the end.
Well, President Trump did pardon some of the individuals involved in this case, but that was for the federal charges. Doesn't impact this case as it stands now. But again, we're ticking closer to that noon deadline. We'll keep you updated on if the case is dismissed, if someone is appointed, or if there's an extension granted. All of that should come in a matter of hours. But for now, that's the very latest reporting live outside of the Fulton County Courthouse. I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, we know you will keep us updated, Lindsay. Thank you. And in another high-profile investigation in the head of Georgia Ethics Commission, he says his agency is still trying to prove whether or not a voter advocacy group founded by Democrat Stacey Abrams illegally coordinated election work with her unsuccessful 2018 campaign for governor. It's been 10 months since the New Georgia Project admitted illegal activity relating to raising and spending money to influence the 2018 election and a 2019 transit referendum in suburban Gwinnett County. The organization, which has since been dissolved, paid a $300,000 fine.
Developing Cobb County community members are calling for accountability from Cobb County School Board Vice Chair John Cristodoro. They want him to step down after there was a lawsuit accusing him and his company, Alliance Activation, of financial fraud. Last month, in a consent judgment, Cristodoro admitted to misusing $250,000 from a client to pay off credit cards. Some say, given his past, he can't be trusted to manage public funds. Meanwhile, Board Chair David Chastain says what happened was in the past has no bearing on decisions board members make.
He is currently not only serving on our school board and making decisions about how our money is being spent, but also serves as the chair of our audit committee.
This is a personal business matter which occurred before the member joined the board. Georgia law defines when someone cannot serve on a school board, and the law does not apply to this situation.
In a recently released statement, Cristodoro said that he cooperated fully with clients, partners, and the court to resolve the matter. He says, quote, "It was a difficult and humbling experience, but it was a business failure, not a criminal act."